Coming in full strength.
I guess. Allegedly.
It looks good. You look clean.
Super.
Looks real good. It's the best we can do. Howdy, howdy. Well, you don't have your setup in the basement anymore. That was a good setup.
I don't think I did last week either.
Big question. Are you still in the hunt to be on Scrabble?
I have not been told that I'm rejected yet. So, no. I hope I get ghosted.
The listeners probably don't know that you are in an official background check, right? That's where we last left it?
Yeah. So, when they inevitably find out how bad of a human being I am, I'm sure they'll ghost me. I think that's how this ends. I think I end up just not getting communication. And if they do, I'll tell you this. I feel like if they do tell me like, oh yeah, we decided not to or something, I'm going to like press it. I'm going to be like, well, what? Well, what was it specifically? How can I change to be a better person? Just big Scrabble. In your opinion, how can I change to be a better person?
Yeah.
What particularly
the CW
disqualified?
Scrabble. What can I do as a person to improve myself?
As the bar setter of, I guess, humanity, what can I do to be better? And can I also equally look into all of you and your people who made this decision, and so that we can compare war stories?
Be like, it wasn't, it's not you per se. It's just your podcast. It's real bad. It's nothing you said on there. It's just
it's offensive. No, the quality is just the content is trash. Yeah. You're not good at it, yet you keep doing it, and that's the problem. Is we can't have you thinking that you are right for media.
It's crazy that you've done this every week for 133 weeks. Like, I know, isn't it? The consistency. No, it's crazy that you keep doing this.
Yeah.
You keep doing this.
We can't possibly be the first people to tell you that this is not a good idea, and you should have stopped 131 episodes ago.
This is an intervention. It's actually going to be a TLC show. It's not even Scrabble, CW. That's where they got you. But you're going to show up, and it's going to be intervention to stop podcasting. It's a whole reality show about, hey, we don't need any more podcasters. We brought you in here. There's no game. Just cool it. Cool it. Here's a letter. F you.
That's worth it.
I've confused my priorities. Isn't it supposed to come to me? Yes, this is how it's meant to be. Every little thing flashing on a screen.
And that would have been them saying F you. Hey, you'd score a lot of points with an F you, right?
No, 4.
In a letter?
4. A 3.
4?
F's worth 3.
I mean, if you put them in a letter. Like funky, that's probably a good one.
Okay. Funky would net me 14 points.
Yeah. There you go. Wow.
No, it's not studying, but is there any, do I get extra cred for do you need someone who can remember the value of letters, arbitrary values, and do very simple math quickly? Because boy, am I your guy.
This shit's weak.
What a stud.
Yeah,
I just looked down. I forgot that I still have this. You're going to get a kick out of this.
Yeah.
I still have this signed card of Tyson Forster.
Nice. Good.
That super producer Steve, paid for and won an auction. So sorry, Steve. One of these days, whenever we have our trip. I know you live like 4 blocks from me, but
I was gonna say, I'm like, you could literally one of your walks could just be to Steve's house, and you'd still have steps left over to take.
That's a good idea. Or I'll save it for our trip that we're going to do. Well, here's a lot riding on the line. Tell you what, Steve. Steve made a recommendation to us this weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't even really look at the name of the movie until right before we got on. But he was like, I'll pay you guys to watch this movie and do a review. And I just saw like Ice Cube something. I was like, I don't want to know anything about it. And then I looked at the title, and it's War of the Worlds. I was like, wait, Ice Cube is in War of the Worlds? Like the H.G.
War
Wells
of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds?
Right. Like, my problem is that movies nowadays have no shame in just being like, oh, there's already a movie called that. Don't care. Gonna call my movie that too. So, like, I didn't know if this was like another movie called War of the Worlds, or is it another rendition of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds?
I don't know, because
I don't either. I didn't look at anything up about it.
2.9
That's the only
on
thing I saw.
IMDb. I don't know. I kind of want to watch the trailer to see if it's worth. Like, is it just going to be bad? Because I was thinking, like, hey, we'll watch it this week, and next weekend we can talk about it. Or is it funny bad, or is it gonna be like that Nick Cage movie that we watched that I totally forgot, that was just brutal and unwatchable? That was awful. Like, I don't want to do that again. What was that movie? I don't even remember. That Nick Cage one.
I honestly don't remember.
It was not good. Well, we thought it could have been, because it was like one of his recents. Prisoners of the Ghostland.
Yeah.
Had a good title, good cover, good, concept, but just brutal execution.
No, you can describe. Yeah, hold on. We didn't think it was good. So if you thought it was good, that's your own fault. But the premise seemed interesting enough that I wanted to see how they ran with it. But anyway.
Yeah. We should have watched Willy's Wonderland instead. I have the trailer pulled up. Should we do it and see if it's worth?
I guess. Okay.
All right.
We could play a trailer in full, I think. It's not copywriting anything. It's a trailer.
War of the World, Ice Cube. The trailer came out 2 weeks ago. Wait, are we ready? Okay. All right, let's do this. It seems loud. Wait, it's only been if the trailer's been out for...
You are overthinking it. Play the trailer.
All right.
Hey,
You are your data.
see you took the Sunday graveyard shift
A
again.
lot of tech stuff, a lot of surveillance.
Dad, when's the last time you left the office?
Ice Cube's doing like a
That's
Jeffrey
classified.
Wright thing. Doesn't he look like exactly like Jeffrey Wright?
I don't know who Jeffrey Wright
The
is.
actor from like Casino Royale. Always plays like an FBI guy.
Nope.
The surveillance industrial complex
Ooh,
is
like an
collecting
anonymous
massive
thing.
amounts of data with the Goliath program. Our most precious resource on
Look at that
Earth
lightning looking real
is
bad.
data.
So it's a tech? Oh.
And data is food for the superior intelligence.
What?
Data is food for the superior intelligence. I might be in now.
Now we have like...
Dad, have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Look at Ice Cube's acting. Data is their
Can
food.
you tell yet what they're comprised of?
That might be all I need to see. What do you think? Do you want to see more? I love the concept of data is their food. It reminds me of bones are their money.
Right. So like... So I'm guessing Aliens. It first started off as like a tech, maybe country versus country thing. Now it feels more like Aliens in general. Data is their food is a pretty good tagline. I hope that's the actual tagline on a movie poster.
Yeah, tell it, like, I might be good. I don't want to spoil too much, but that might be enough to get me to watch it. The data is their food. I need a shirt. It's the data.
It's gonna be a waste of time, for sure. And I won't remember it as much, just like I didn't remember Nicolas Cage. But
I'm sure.
I guess I'm willing to do it. Is it free streaming?
Oh, it is. It is straight to Prime.
Oh,
So
it's Prime
an hour and a
exclusive
half,
freebie.
dude. A tight hour 29.
Like
number
it.
3 in the U.S. Dude, this is the pulse. All right. Good job, super producer Steve. There you go.
All right.
Bringing us in with the hot rep.
So, folks, before you listen to next week's episode,
Yes.
which will be episode 135.
134. You're
This
way
is
off.
133.
Yeah.
Okay. So before you listen to 134, make sure you watch Ice Cube's War of the Worlds, free, available on Prime.
Yeah. The most appealing part is that hour 29. That's exactly what we need. That
For
means
sure.
they're not a lot of multi takes. Just first take, a lot of it too. I bet.
Yeah,
It
not
could
a
have been
lot of
Tubi original.
probably not a ton of backstory, or it's 60% backstory and 5% like Act 3. Act 3 is going to be like 10 minutes long. Act 1's going to be 40 minutes. And
A lot
Act
of
2
setup.
will be like
A lot of
30.
setup.
Yeah, it's going to be way too much setup. And then some arc
About how good of a
and then it's
dad
just going
Ice
to and then
Cube
it's
is.
because the CGI is going to be heavily in part 2. Right? Act 2 is going to be where all your bad CGI is. But I'm excited, and it's not going to resolve in any like lengthy way. So Act 3 is going to be a real quick, and then it's over. Because that's
The
where
data
bad
is
writing
their
comes into
food.
play. Yeah,
That's
this
so
is going to be really bad.
The data. They said it twice that the food data is food. It's great. They're really
Data
going heavy.
is their food. So is the intelligence.
Yeah, I should have time this week because I am on a staycation.
Wow.
What?
I cannot talk about it without crying.
That's so exciting. I've been meaning to. So my colleague has taken a couple vacations this summer, week long, and I was like, I need to do that. Just mostly to not work, mostly just to like not go to work or think about work. You know, I think that's mostly what vacation is supposed to be. And I know I've got like, I would like to, well, we're going to have some kind of trip in the fall. Not sure. So I've got that as a destination. Likely we'll visit my friends, Brett and Sarah, who just moved to Arizona. That sounds like an excellent wintertime trip for that. But this is just for me. It's to get some shit together, you know?
Do
Gotta
you
get a
have things
haircut.
written down?
I started.
I want to
The
see a
first day-
checklist. Yeah.
The first day of my staycation was thinking about what I'm going to do for that staycation. I didn't want to rush it. I just wanted to kind of be in the flow. The couple things that one thing that I've been meaning to do for a long time, the main event would be, there's a Finger Lake out to the west, about an hour 20, an hour 30, called Canadice Lake. Most people probably haven't heard of it because it's very tiny, and there's not like boat parties out there. You don't go boating on it because it's so small, but you can go kayaking on it and kayak fishing. So that's been my plan for like the last couple of months. I've been looking at a couple Airbnbs that are pretty. Maybe we'll do that today, right now. Maybe you'll help me decide on an Airbnb. But as we've been getting closer to this week, the weather. I was gonna go Monday to Wednesday, but it was gonna thunderstorm, and then I was like, okay, I'll go at the end of the week, and then it was gonna rain at the end of the week too, and I was like, what the fuck? It hasn't rained in like a month, and so I just gotta pull the trigger and go. Worst case scenario, I just go watch War of the Worlds somewhere else, and just be outside of Auburn. That's all. I need a vacation from Auburn. Sorry, Auburn.
Yeah.
It's just need to get out of town. So that's going to be the main thing. Also, yeah, car stuff, maintenance, really just organizing my pad, cleaning up. I probably just have a bunch of old boxes. Just chores, life chores. Maybe starting to, like, finally explore buying a new car. I don't know. It's a lot. But the start of the staycation was pretty good. Because Friday was a half day. Because in the afternoon, I played in a golf tournament for work. We sponsored a thing, and we played golf.
That's pretty solid.
And we didn't win, our squad. We finished 8 under, which I thought was very
Was there
good.
anything to win?
Yeah. The last couple of years, we got second, and we won like a $50 or $100 Amazon gift card or something like that. Or you can win like a sleeve of balls. So we knew like we could have done better, but we could have done worse. It was a real like captain and crew scramble thing where it was like I kind of like to call it bad news bears golfing, where it's like we weren't all hitting well at the same time, but just one of us would from time to time just really hit a shot, and that's really what it's all about. Then we went into the clubhouse to look at the scores to see maybe we'll win a skin. Maybe one of our birdies is a skin hole. Where you can win some cash if you outscored everybody else. So we had a 62, 8 under on 70. We go in there. We look at one team who posted a 51. One team has the balls to say they scored a 19 under. Like, what do you... Even if you did lie, you throw a bogey on there. Nobody's going to believe...
That's
so you birdied every hole and actually got an eagle on another one. That's like playing Tiger Woods 2004.
Right. And nowhere, you guys were doing that good, and at no point did you think you would want to record anything, call people over. You're just like, just casually dropping 51 on the course. Like, yeah, I don't care how many re-swings you took and stuff. You must have like 4 pro golfers on your team. That must be your squad. Like, that's...
Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, if you're that good, why play in like this like ragtag
exactly? That's why
organization charity tournament.
I knowing nothing more, I would be happy to go up and be like, "You are liars. You didn't cheat. You just lied. Cheating is different than lying. Cheating is like manipulating the actual gameplay. You just wrote the wrong numbers on a card and lied. So you're not even cheaters. You're just liars trying to win charity games. Like, you're the worst."
Horse shit!
Did you know any of the people on that squad?
I didn't know the team, no. But when we walked in there, I was like, all right, I'm leaving. I'm going. I'm not even going to stick around for anything else.
I wouldn't.
This is
Nope.
dumb. Like,
I beg, if this is allowed, then I'm not doing this. I'm not even existing around it.
and your only defense against that, or your only action can be the kind of above average voice, kind of like protest, you know, just like a little louder so the room can hear, but like 51. So 19 under, huh? Get out of here. Like, brutal. Like, this guy's really posting 50. So you just get the chirps going. So whoever's in the room knows what they've done. Like, that nobody believes them. Because it can't, I mean, it can't be true. 50, what is it? I mean, maybe it is. Maybe everybody just played the best round of their life.
It's not. No, don't even maybe it is. Don't be a pussy. No. You know that they're liars. Don't say maybe it is.
Yeah.
They're lying.
And we played pretty straight up. And there is a group that the last 2 years definitely has lied. And I thought they were going to win it. Because last year they shot... We did really well last year. We shot like 11 under. This dude I was with was nailing putts from everywhere. It's his home course, too. But he was like hitting every putt. So we were like, we got double digits. We're going to win. We go in there. So that was like what? I guess we shot like a 59. I was like, oh my God, we killed it. And then we go in, and this team that normally cheats shot like a 54, they said. And I was like, that's not... You just have a bogey on your scorecard, and we saw you get a bogey. Like one of those types of teams. Like, we watched you. We watched you chip from our green because you missed your green. So there's no way you could have even gotten a par on that one. I guess it happens a little bit. I'm comfortable with these kinds of liberties in a tournament.
How many?
Maybe one.
How many teams are there?
There must have been like... Because we were doubled up on holes, so probably like 16 to 17.
And who sponsors it? Wegmans? Like entirely?
Yeah, we're one of the big sponsors, so we get a team for free.
So tell me how Wegmans, or just whoever's running it, how would you not have just someone assigned to every team to make sure it's on the up and up? Why? It's not like there's 90 teams and it's just impossible to have. You can't find under 20 volunteers for a golf thing?
One for each hole, you know? Just clock like the scores.
I wouldn't even waste my effing time. And I would be I get you went out and got free golf. I get that. Mm-hmm. But to go inside and listen to any type of ceremony where people start comparing scores, I'd literally purposely not write my team score up there. And then when they're like, oh, did you submit a score back? No, it was either, listen to like we couldn't cheat as good as those guys did, or we couldn't lie as good as them. So we figured, what's the point? And we'll just disqualify ourselves instead of getting more angry that we write down an honest number and lose to absolute liars. Like, that's how I would have addressed it. Is I would have absolutely brought my rage to the game. Probably not healthy, but that's how it would have went down.
Yeah, they must have had the old President Trump action going on there. And that's not even political, you guys.
No, that's
It's
just
not.
golf.
He cheats at golf.
Yeah.
He's
He's
leader of the free world.
There's one other person who is known to be cheating at their golf scores, Kim Jong-un. So, or Kim Jong-il.
That's the kind of thing. If the president can do it, why can't everybody else? You know, we should have just filled our scorecard out at the beginning, dropped a 50, and said, "We'll see you in the clubhouse. This is how we're going to do it."
Yeah,
We'll
why
see you
even
later.
finish the game?
Yeah.
I would just be like, "Oh, we get to keep our own score. Trust me, we played yesterday and did really well, so we're gonna take that score."
Yeah, didn't Kim Jong Un say he had
It was
straight
something
up,
like
18 holes in one?
It was
on
like
or something?
yeah, I think it was something to that extent where it was like he went on a course and hit all hole in
He shot
ones.
18.
Yeah, but it's
But the big takeaway. So last year they do raffles. Last year, pretty solid. And you buy your tickets and you drop them into the little, lunch bags for whatever prizes you want to try to win. There's usually, like coolers, wine collections, some kind of like crafty wood thing with the Finger Lakes on it, like the lottery gift basket, a signed photo of Malik Neighbors. Last year, I won a signed Sabres puck with Alex Tuck signature on there. I was like, that's a nice little take home.
I remember that.
And this year, your boy wants something very similar. You get off the course, you walk into the clubhouse, and they have a pad, a big easel pad with all the raffle winners' names next to the prizes. Your boy got himself a major award. I think it was officially titled Women's Golf Basket. So,
Oh no.
if you're tuning in, you're going to want to see the video of this, because here it is in full.
That's that's a good start. The packaging is so it is cherries and like pink ribbons or cherry blossoms on it, so it is very effeminate. I see pink in the bag itself, pink and
Let me
whites.
pull some of this out of here. We'll show you. So my thought was, not a lot, maybe 20% of the participants are women. So I'm like, why not drop a ticket in this? I'm gonna be honest. Here was the main draw of it.
Oh, it was a Chinese raffle. That's what they're called, isn't it?
What? I don't even know what that means.
Isn't it called a Chinese raffle?
What is that?
Like where you buy tickets, just
Yeah, you
generic
put 'em in
tickets,
different
but then you
things.
go around to the paper bags or whatever and put them in whatever thing you want to be raffled on. Yeah, I think that's called a Chinese auction, but I could be wrong.
So I had
might just
15
be
tickets,
racist.
and it was the last one I had. I was like, I'll drop it in here. I definitely put it in for the Malik Neighbors, put in for like a nice cooler, put in for, I think, a massage, like all the good shit. But I was like, oh, there's like, a $25 Dick's gift card. I was like, I would take that. There's legitimate golf stuff on here. Like,
So
I
wait,
could use this.
So wait, the Dick's gift card is $25?
Yeah. So I already
Okay,
made
so
money on the deal.
I love it though because it's one of those ones, folks, that says 25 to 500. You can put any amount
it's
on,
the
and I
lowest.
love that they went with the very base amount to like let you know how little it matters.
And I don't even know. There's a Dunkin' on here, and I don't even know how much this one is.
One coffee, one small black coffee,
It's not written on there.
a donut.
I'll have to
Ooh,
call. Good, I'll get
it's
to
a
call
mystery.
customer service to find out. But it's got like a good, club brush.
Sure.
I could use that. I don't have one, just to clean off.
It's looks gender neutral.
Yeah, same like a towel, a golf towel.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But let's get to the meat of this. So, obviously you need your Blushing Moon rosé, local Finger Lakes rosé. I probably will drink this table wine, unless it's too sweet. I'm not sure. But pink. Everything in here is now we're in the realm of pink,
Okay.
which girls love but boys hate. Here's just a classic, good vibes hat, not branded, nothing. Just,
You're absolutely gonna rock that. They had no idea who they were selling that to.
I am gonna wear this hat for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely like my mom would wear the shit out of this hat.
Yeah.
She would love it. Could I give it to her? Sure. Will I? Doubtful. Maybe. We'll see. I don't even understand. Okay. These are gender neutral, I guess. Life is better on the green socks. Okay.
Oh, there you go. That's gender neutral.
My first pair of novelty golf socks. Then
Wow.
you got your pink balls.
Oh
Your sleeves
yes.
Of pink balls. And I'm not above using these at all.
I was gonna say now that's the statement is using those.
And here's your little green box. This is the meat of it. So we've got pink tees, obviously. Plastic
Naturally.
tees, usable. We've got ourselves a pair of golf earrings. Actually, a couple. Some 18 pins.
Yes, two
and some
pairs.
golf bags.
One is a golf bag. The other is a ball at the cup with the flag in it. But both sets are sparkly.
Little trinkets. Glove, a little box. A little keychain. Women love sayings. This is how I roll, it says. Just a little
I get
keychain
it.
with a golf cart.
And a charm. There's a charm on that keychain too, so it's not. They want you to understand that is more effeminate than not.
Got your ball marker with a diamond,
Oh.
a crown, and a pink stiletto.
I love it.
And I'm assuming this is some kind of lipstick. I guess.
What?
Should we look at it?
I mean,
even
yes,
know.
open it. It's just a black tube, but in like what appears to be like a pink dime
Wait,
bag.
says it's got like a martini thing on the end.
I don't know. Is it open?
Maybe it's not. Oh, I have no idea what this is. Oh, it's a stamp. It's a martini stamp. So I can put a martini glass on any of my correspondence or letters to my friends. I'm assuming that's what that is.
What? What would that be for? It's
I
got to
don't
have a
know.
purpose. Is that like a scorecard marker or anything? Do you need to
Oh,
mark
maybe.
scorecards?
Or a ball mark? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. It's a stamp. It wouldn't fit around a ball. Maybe it is a
Right.
score. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is something. Oh, cool. What that one team could have used. A 2-player scorekeeper.
That's pretty neat.
All right. We've got.
Well, I mean, you could use
craft
it for
mix.
something else.
Oh. Shit. Just add liquor, water, ice. Variety pack of cocktail mixes.
Wow. I
What
didn't even
do
know
we
that
got here?
existed.
We've got 3 blood orange Mai Tais, 3 passion fruit Palomas, 3 mango margaritas, and 3 strawberry mules.
Ooh.
Guys don't like that at all.
Icky.
A nice decorative handbag of golf shit.
You gotta have a decorative handbag.
And I guess this is it, huh? And then it looks like a gigantic water bottle. I finally have
Oh,
a
yeah.
sippy
Nice
bottle.
big, like, Stanley type thing.
I've got a knockoff Stanley in my life. Finally. I need to bring this to work. Oh, it's good. It's got a steel straw. We're going to save the turtles. Oh, yeah. Dude, is this my new work water bottle?
Oh, I think it is.
It's a real treat. Love. It's
Wow.
pink.
Got, like,
all
X's and
your
O's
shit
and
for.
hearts on it.
Yeah. So, pretty epic start to the staycation. Feel like a winner. Everything's going my way.
Yeah, very, very golf-centric week, I guess, because 2 golf instants. I went to Top Golf. Our friend Bob visited New Jersey this week, but not just Bob, with the wife and children came down to visit. So
That was
did a-
wait. That was the purpose of their trip, just to visit you with the family.
yeah. Yeah, to
Whoa.
visit and go. Well, they were wanted to go to like Philadelphia and show the kids some stuff, and so they decided to take me up on my offer to stay. So they came down Monday evening, and then left Thursday morning. But we got a lot of stuff done in those 2 days. We went to dinner Monday, and naturally, since we went to Ott's, I did play Creed higher on the jukebox, and then One for the Road too. I played it again as we were leaving. To commemorate
I was wondering
my,
if that was
yours,
just a
and Kala's.
callback. to
Nope,
when you
that
did
was
it
happening
before,
in real
or if you
time.
did it again. Okay.
Did it
good.
again. Then, Tuesday we went to the Philadelphia Zoo, followed by a Phillies game. The zoo's fun. I always think, like, in your head, you're like, the zoo's for kids, but it's not. It's not. I'm very, like, I go back and forth on zoos. I enjoy them. But then, like, some part of me is like, why are we capturing animals? But as long, like, that's for the first generation. And if you're doing it to, like, preserve the species, I don't know how I feel about that either. Because, like, is it your job to preserve the species? But I guess if the species is going extinct because of humans, then you are doing a good job. If the species is going extinct just because of Darwinism, then let it be. But anyway, I think I like zoos, and as long as everything's humane,
Just to
I'm
see
pro
an
zoo.
animal's cool if they're
It
not
is.
sleeping. Yeah.
it is. The more
What's the
cool
highlight
the
of the Philly
animal.
Zoo?
Ooh, they have this thing called Zoo 360, which is like a catwalk system above where you're walking from exhibit to exhibit, and they'll let different animals in that system, like, at a time. So, like, for a couple hours, they might have, like, the lemurs running through above you, hopefully not pooping and peeing on you. But they also do, like, some of the cats, like mountain lions and stuff like that, will run through it for his designated time. But I don't know. I'd say the gorilla and, like, monkey exhibit there is really good, and they're often very active, so they were entertaining. But yeah, I like the reptiles and stuff like that. So yeah, lots of different stuff. Tiger was around, the lions. So yeah, I like the zoo. So America's oldest zoo. So it's actually pretty interesting because some of just knowing that zoo is like 160 years old. I think it's 165 years old.
Dude, is there a tortoise that's been in there since the beginning? That would be.
There
pretty
is
awesome.
a tortoise. One of the tortoises in there, Mama or something, came to the zoo in 1929.
Before World War II.
Yes.
Unreal.
Yeah. So she's been at the zoo for almost 100 years. So they estimate, I think her estimated date of birth, estimated age was like 105, 110, something like that. But yeah, I liked it. We did it for about 4 or 5 hours, and then just had enough time to relax for a hot second before going to a Phillies game. So,
How did the boys respond to staying in your house, at Uncle Jeff's house?
good. Comfortable enough to be like, oh, that's where the basement is. Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and hang out down there because it's away from everyone and I can play my Switch by myself. They didn't want to use the video games on the TV. It's just to sit down on the couch and play Switch. I did play Fortnite with them. We had a round of Fortnite, so that was good.
Did you take him at poker?
No, we did not. Didn't play any cards. I don't know that Bob has trained them yet. Taught them, trained them. But yeah, no, they seem to be enjoying it. And then we went to the beach the next day, and we went to Top Golf. I got a little bit of sun, even though that the sun wasn't out at the beach because, as we know, UV rays can go through the clouds on a cloudy day.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm not going to continue on. Just I'm glad you mentioned it.
Okay, good. I'm just
Yeah.
pro that being mentioned. But yeah, Top Golf. Top Golf. I've been 5 times I think ever to Top Golf. A lot of people don't like hearing that when you're lucky enough to live like 20 minutes from a Top Golf. People are like, "How do you not go here all the time?" And I'm like, I don't know. It's expensive, and
Yeah, there's
you know,
one
if
in
I
Austin.
built a
went, like,
habit of
twice.
it would rack up a bill pretty quick.
It's more fun to just go golfing. You can spend that
Yeah.
money to play golf.
So, but that was fun because they do a very good job of marketing to non-golfers. So it's a very niche thing where I feel like it's like, no, it's when golfers are hanging out with non-golfers and golfers want to golf.
Mm-hmm.
So non-golfers can go there and do something similar to golf. And the scoring systems that they come up with, and actually the lack of accuracy of like their ball trackers, really makes it so that non-golfers can stay
Anybody can
competitive
win.
against golfers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not something you should be upset that you lose about because it's so imperfect of a concept. But that's the charm of it, is that everyone does enjoy themselves at all different levels of golfing. So, but after doing that, my buddy and I decided to go to a driving range yesterday and got a big old bucket of balls for $13.
This is the way.
And just started swinging and hoping for the best. So I have a hard time getting under the ball. That is my the crux, and I pull drastically.
Do you like go through different clubs when you're at the driving range, or you just hit driver the whole time?
No, I did different like iron and my hybrid, my 6-iron and my hybrid and my driver mostly.
Do you bring your own clubs to Top Golf?
No.
Are you that guy?
I'm not doing that.
No, okay.
No, I'm not doing it because, again, are you practicing? Go to the golf range if you're just practicing golf. And if you're not just practicing golf, just use the fucking clubs they have. Okay?
I know, I like the guys that bring their own clubs to Top Golf and then try to hit the back net, like just try to blast it, like they're in a gallery.
I don't
for
understand
everybody.
why you're there.
It's like,
Why are you
you're
at
not
Top
gonna
Golf?
Score any points? That's not this
Right.
game.
That's literally adverse to Top Golf. But, you know, whatever makes you look cool, I guess. But unfortunately, they don't realize it doesn't make you look cool. The only other people who think that looks cool are the guys that do the exact same thing.
I know. It's the no muffler disease. It's that. It's, just trying to impress somebody with the.
My car is loud.
The-
Oh, is
the
it
loud
fast?
car.
It's loud. But is it fast? It's loud. Okay.
Yep.
That's important.
Have you? So, are you considering getting out there for a round then? You're gonna take it.
I gotta
out, take
I
your
gotta
show on
find the
road.
right. I gotta find a course that makes me comfortable. That's the problem. I'd like to find like a par 3 course near me. That's my biggest golf anxiety. I get I'm not good at golf, and that's not even what would necessarily bother me. It's holding people up is the fear. And I know I can
Yeah.
just pick up my ball and move along, but like it's still just nerve-wracking.
Even when I play with somebody, I still like to play like Scrabble style. Like that's my favorite
know
way to
what that
play.
means.
Even like I don't
know
mind
what that
playing
means.
my own ball. Like my dad would rather play like we play our own ball, which is fine. I mean, it's good to practice that, but to me, it's more fun to like the co-op. You know, like try to like do it together. You know, that kind of thing. It's just kind of more fun.
And then cheat and then lie on the scorecard.
Yeah. But I'll probably hit a round of golf this week too. Another one.
Nice.
I was a little sore, not gonna lie. It's only my second. It's my first 18 this year that I played because the last tournament it rained the whole time, so we had to stop after like 7 holes. But I'll probably get another round in. Also this tournament's going on free. I forgot. I just looked over. Free camping chair. Everybody participating got a free camping chair, some balls. You know they got some good swag, some real nice swag. So it was fun had by all. I mean, Wegmans probably paid for some of it anyway, so I guess I sort of contributed to it in one way or another. I'm not sure.
Speaking of, nope, just using that as a segue. But
Good one.
I got a couple articles of clothing this weekend because Kohl's Kohl's does exactly what Kohl's does, and they're like, here's some Kohl's cash and a 30% coupon. It's irresponsible to not go get something. So their marketing worked, and I got a couple things, but I saw like a rack of like polos, and I'm like, oh, I kind of like this color. I'm like, I've never seen this color before. And I pick it up, and it's a long sleeve polo. And I'm like,
Ooh,
I don't want a
90s
long sleeve
style.
polo. And I go, who wants all this? Is a big shelf of long sleeve polos, and I'm like, I'm trying to picture people wearing long sleeve polos, and I'm like, who's wearing these? Tell me, could you or have you ever owned a long sleeve polo?
I did
shirt?
in 1998. It's like an official polo one, you know. I guess I thought it was cool. And it wasn't like I feel like the rugby style. People still wear those, but they're
The
noticeably
rugby shirts.
style.
I had
yeah.
rugby shirts when they were at Old Navy in the late '90s. I definitely had a rugby shirt or two.
Like the long sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I guess is that the same vein? But
I
like
haven't
polo
had one
just
in a long time.
polo should be the cuffed short sleeve. Like I feel like polo shirts have a definitive look. Like doing long sleeve. So do you call polo t-shirt? I've never heard someone refer to a short sleeve polo or a polo t-shirt or anything like that. So it's polo and then long sleeve polo.
Are you a fan of the long sleeve T-shirt?
I was growing up because I was one of the cool kids that wore a regular t-shirt over a long sleeve t-shirt. Double
that
layered.
one. Yeah. Wow.
So,
Yeah.
like, I definitely had that look for like 8th, 9th grade. Generally, though, no, I have a couple. I have a couple that are like, one's like a Less Than Jake shirt.
Yeah, band shirts are notorious for being long sleeve.
And I have the, yeah, like that's exactly it. Like, it's like band shirts, and then I think I had like a Raiders one too. So band shirts and like a football team. I think
I feel
they
like
are,
to wear
but like
the
nothing.
long sleeve polo, it's a
Yeah.
vibe, and you can't button any of the buttons. It's got to be fully open. You got to have either some kind of chest definition or hair, something there, so it's not just like it's got to be open, but kind of like
Interesting.
casual, like in the sleeves. The end's got to be a little wide, and they go over your hands like halfway, and you just wear it skateboarding basically. I think that's the look. It's probably a shirt in a lot of skateboarding Tony Hawk games where you make your character. There's probably a lot of that action going on. But outside of that context, I'm not sure where you'd see it anymore. Especially because like the polo industry now has gone to like every golf polo is like a very specific material to keep you from like sweating or being hot. It's supposed to breathe. So I can't imagine that being long sleeve. So I guess, did you get it then? So you're saying you purchased it?
No, absolutely not. No. I was like bothered. I was like upset that it existed. No, I didn't get it. Nah, man. I'm a simple man. I get the same stuff kind of all the time. I get like light. I got this shirt. It's like a nice light stretchy material. And then I got a couple. I got one like regular polo. Or no, did I get two regular polos? I don't know. I got two polo shirts, short sleeved, because I like having those for work shirts and stuff, even though I work at home. So I like to have a collar on.
Is that your way
a lot
of,
of
you're
times.
going to work, you got to put a collar on?
No, I mean, I don't know. I just sometimes I feel like having a collar on. I guess like as a growing up, I would have never voluntarily worn like collared things. I was very much a t-shirt guy. And felt like collared was always like a little fancier look, but like now I'll slap on like a nice airy collared shirt just because. So, but I feel like they are slightly more professional to wear at work, even from the work from home. But I did see a guy on Friday, a guy sporting like a tank top, and I'm like the dress code.
On a Zoom?
The dress
Or a-
code,
a work
yes, the
Teams
dress
meeting?
code for work is very, very vague and very light. Like it's basically like don't be aggressively nude, but also like you are within dress code.
Should be a no
But
armpit
understand, you're new at work and you're wearing a tank top. Like it just looks like you also don't give a shit. So, not about the company, but it's almost like you don't give a shit about like whatever. And it's like, I don't know, when you're brand new, I don't know, maybe like this person also wasn't good at their job. So in all fairness, it was a look that matched their abilities. So I'm sure he won't be around in 6 months, but whatever.
Just work long enough to buy another tank top. That's it.
You bet.
That's his whole racket.
It's got that tank top money.
Yeah, we had that. I mean, we had our 80s party, Employee Appreciation Day a couple weeks ago. We had like, a little more relaxed dress code, but it was still like, well, what can we wear? Well, it's got to be food safety, and it's got to match the uniform policy in a way. So if you want to wear a Def Leppard t-shirt, go for it. Just, again, no armpits. No rib cage. We shouldn't see anybody's rib cage or armpits while we're at work. It's basic. Nobody wants an armpit hair falling in their food. Just keep it. Some people struggle with the idea of that. Yeah, let's get some denim cutoffs and just a cutoff tee and have a day. We can do anything we want. It's Appreciation Day. It didn't really get on like that, but some people ask strange questions about that. I'm just very floored by the fact that what's the thought process to go, I think this is going to be okay. Zoom or Teams meeting
like
to rock
so
a tank top.
What's even better, and this kind of goes into like the next thing I was thinking of is that we don't require people be on camera. So riddle me this.
God.
You're choosing to go on camera wearing that. Or just also like, do you know how many times I've seen someone while we're teaching, now maybe myself or another trainer or something, and someone's on camera and they're clearly not paying attention, like looking at their phone. That's kind of like tier 1. Tier 2 is they're on mute and they're like talking to someone off camera for an extended period of time. Tier 3 is getting up and leaving your seat and just showing everyone that you are not there. But tier 4 is my favorite, and yours, is being on camera and falling asleep while you're on camera, sitting in the chair.
What?
Like, dude, I multiple times I've seen it. Multiple.
What?
Either that or the whole like resting my eyes, and it'll be like people we'll be teaching, all of a sudden you just see the and they just and then like you get they wake up like after like 4 minutes and stuff. They're just and then they nod, because I've been listening the whole time. I get what we're talking about.
Shit.
But like, it's so dumb because you don't have to be on camera. Why would you be on camera if you know that that's what's happening? Hell, you could even feel tired and be like, I tried, and then go off camera and then fall asleep. But like, people stay on camera and then they like leave their desk and stuff. And I'm like, I don't. That's why it's really, it's hard to be a trainer because you have to be helping them get good at their job. And it's really hard to do that emotionally when you don't see that they give a shit or put in any effort. Because then I'm like, well, why am I putting in effort when you won't even put in effort staying awake? And then you're going to be like, oh, I don't remember you guys talking about that. You were probably fucking dreaming. Like, that's why you don't remember it. It's not because you forgot. Like, so it's really hard to be a Jeff Warden and not mock people when they don't do well at the job after I've seen them not paying attention and have countless examples of why they suck at their job. And then hear them being like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking weird. I don't know.
Hey, Jeff.
I had a meeting this week. It was 5 of us. It was like with compliance going over an issue. And I was not on video. 3 people were. One of them was like kind of a company attorney in a really nice office. And 2 of the other compliance people were using like the backdrop thing. But the 2 of them were talking. Like, I just see them continuing to talk, but I don't hear them. So it's like, we're talking. It's like, and it happens for like a minute, and it's like, I don't understand. And it's like, okay, you guys are muted. It's like, oh yeah, no, we were just talking to each other. So it's like, it's very like, it's distracting to see somebody talking
Right.
in front of it. Like, just don't be on camera. It's so
I know, man.
Like, oh, we were talking to each other. Like, they're across from each other, just talking, and you can see movements and talking. I'm like, I can't hear. Like, are you saying something about this?
But it's also
It's so
not like,
frustrating.
for me, it's like, oh, majority of people aren't on camera. So like it could be literally one of 3 faces on a screen and the person's asleep or falling, like talking to someone and moving and stuff. And I'm like, I've messaged people before and been like, I don't know if you understand like the courtesy thing, but like if you're on camera, it's distracting to be doing stuff. Like listen, if you're going to not pay attention that way, go off camera. I'm begging you to go off camera. Being on camera is supposed to be a concept of accountability, meaning, and I tell this to people, is I'm like, if you know you're on camera, the thought is that you will be more focused, because that's the polite thing to do, is to only focus on what's being discussed. But people are like, oh, I'll be on camera. I'm going to still do all the wonky shit, but I'm helping you because I'm on camera. I'm like, no, then go off camera. Like, so that would drive me, I would stop talking. I would stop. Did you stop talking? Like, because that's how you should do it. You stop the presentation. You go like, oh, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah,
you guys
like,
are on mute. Is there something you want to talk about?
Yeah, are you talking? You're muted. Oh no, we're talking to each other. It's like, good, that's helpful. I also had another hallmark of the work world that Jeff loves this week. I forgot I was going to take a picture of it. I left it in my inbox, but every month, employees can become eligible for benefits like insurance, either by going from part-time to full-time, or if they've accrued enough hours in the last rolling year. Like if they've worked an average of like 30 hours per week, they can be benefits eligible. So a list gets sent out to every store, every employee advocate, or multiple. So it's probably a list of like, I don't know, 150 to 200 people. Like, here's the Excel spreadsheet. You know, you go and you find your store, see if there's anybody on the list. And it's a beauty. The next morning, email from XYZ person in Maryland. We talked to so-and-so. They are not longer interested in insurance. Reply all to the whole group.
Amazing.
Like, yeah, let's go, baby. Let's hit that reply all. You don't even have to say.
Amazing.
It's not even a point. You never have to say somebody isn't interested. But especially you don't have to say it to everybody that got the email. I love it. Just gives me a nice little chuckle. Just I guess I kind of like it. It's dumb. But man, just
that one's especially bad. That one's especially bad because it didn't even warrant a reply.
No, you don't have to reply at all.
Yeah, you didn't have to say anything. So again, the fact that person's in HR would actually concern me, because I'm like, oh my God, you don't even know how to be socially interactive with someone, let alone handle someone's important affairs.
It's like one of those things, no matter what job you have, you know, like this is a position. When I started with the company, you know, I was like a team leader, and I was like, maybe I could envision having this job like 10 years down the road. Like, I feel like I'd need to have a lot of like, you know, it could seem like a pretty high up job, or like it's a lot of responsibility. You got to know the company, you know, you've got to learn the ins and outs of the stores and the policies and all that. And it's helpful to know that before you get into the role. And whenever you see a role like that, by the time you get into it and then you learn it, you see that some of the people around you that are in it, and you're like, oh, this job isn't that much. I mean, but you're like, how did that person get this job? You know, it's like, remember I thought this was like a very like difficult job to get, or it was like,
I'm going to be surrounded by educated peers because this is difficult for me to get this job. So clearly it's my caliber and better. I assume I will take catching up to do. And then, yeah, you work the job for a few weeks and you go, oh, I see.
And, you know, it's because it is easy to make some mistakes in the role. So I would imagine there's a lot of people in my role that make mistakes, and it just happens though, no matter what. Because then you're like, even like a store manager or something, or even like a division manager for whatever company that you have, like there's somebody in that's the worst at it. Like, how did you get that? Like, how are you in that role?
But just like anything, and this is, you know, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but like it's just anything. It's like, it's not. This is how I like gauge customer service with companies too. It's not about making mistakes. It's how you act and react and adjust after making the mistake and realizing the mistake. That's what drives me nuts, is like when people like don't know how to make a mistake, like how to handle the next part after making a mistake. Making mistakes is fine. I don't give a shit. Like, I make mistakes all the time, but you acknowledge them. Don't try to, throw them under the carpet or anything, and then just adjust. And like, what's amazing is when people make mistakes and they're like, I don't think I did that. I don't, no. So like, what should we do? Like, oh, did you make a meeting and then miss the meeting? I don't think so. Well, there was a meeting. It said it came from you, and you then weren't there. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Wait, what do you mean? Like, you that's the data. Just obviously, this happened. So what should we do? Make a new meeting. Like, it's just like, well, should I get that approved and stuff? And it's like, just do the thing. It took me a while to get there, but I am very much on the just resolve what you think makes the most sense, and then tell someone, hey, I made this mistake. This is how I'm resolving it. Let me know if you have any other questions. Now, many times has my boss gone, okay, I get why you did that, but actually what you want to do is this to remedy it. And I'm like, okay, makes sense. I'll do that. And then it's over. But like, I'm very much in the try to resolve it what makes sense and let someone know. Like, I don't run to them and go like, what happened? What I do now? Like, I usually come up with my own solutions and then hope that they're the right solutions. But like, I also don't like when like, you can't just play helpless. Like, you're in a role. Try to troubleshoot it.
Yeah, hear that, children's? Just own it. I mean, then there's there is a delicate balance of the person who owns it completely but keeps making a bunch of mistakes. Person who's just not.
Well, right,
and you don't want to be that guy either.
You're not adjusting. You're not learning. So that's a problem too. But making like a mistake, every once in a while, and different mistakes, that's perfectly normal. It's about how you adjust afterwards. One last thing I wanted to bring up, because it was actually something that just came up this morning. So the buddy of mine who I went to the driving range with yesterday is one of those adventurous meat cookers who he's just like, yo, guess what I'm smoking? Like, I bought a pork shoulder, blah, blah, and I used to mention it. So he made his own bacon, prepped his own bacon for the first time. And he came over this morning and brought me some vacuum sealed, personalized bacon with a nice cooked sample. And he told me his process. He's like, I dry cured it for like 8 hours, and then I put it in the smoker and then put apple pellets in there so there's a little sweetness with the savor. And he's like telling me everything, and he's like, I just wanted to bring you some. And I'm like, wow. Try to sample, and I'm like, this is the greatest bacon I've ever had. Like, it's not chewy. It's like thick, but not chewy, but not brittle, just flavorful. I'm like, now I'm excited to have this bacon, but now I like want to make sure it's not like, oh, I'll just have it for breakfast or something. I'm like, I need to respect the process and understand when I'm eating this bacon and with what I'm eating it. That's the hard part about bacon. The bacon's not a meal. So the bacon has to be part of something. So that's the hardest part about this is I'm like, so is it most appropriate to eat this with like a burger? Or is it more appropriate to eat it as the meat in a breakfast sandwich or something like that? Right. I don't know. I don't,
dude. BLT. It's the
no,
greatest sandwich.
Fucking tomatoes
that I like.
No, tomatoes are gross. I'm not eating a BLT, and I'm not having a B. I'm not having a BL. Stamp? Absolutely, dude.
I don't know if
tomatoes.
I knew that.
Oh, tomatoes have no place in food. No. The consistency, the taste, it's off. Seeds, no. All of it. So I hate everything. I don't want anything to do with tomatoes. And it's the weirdest thing to me that burger places will continue to put tomatoes on their burgers. And I swear majority of people say no tomato. No tomato is the most...
No, it's not.
Tomato has to be the most held thing in a restaurant. I would argue that tomatoes are the most things requested to not be had with a restaurant food. Not even just burgers, restaurant food.
I would say there's no way you're right on that.
What would you say
we need to do a poll. We need a poll.
What would you say is more
Onions,
likely?
dude. More people don't want onions than tomatoes.
Ooh, that's a good poll. That is a good poll because I love
That seems-
onions. So it
yes.
warps my perception because I love onions and hate tomatoes.
I'll give you. Here's the Mount Rushmore of the hold foods: onions, peppers, mushrooms, and olives.
Are
That's gotta be
now
it. That's
here's the
gotta be it.
problem. Are olives common enough? See, tomatoes and onions are common, so they have to be addressed. I'd say not enough things
I see your point.
include olives to be. So tomato and onion is good. What was the third one you said? Wait, you said
Mushrooms?
onions, olives, mushrooms. What'd you say?
Peppers.
Onions, olives, mushrooms, and peppers.
Specifically, like bell peppers. Like I think people that order stuff with like chili peppers or jalapenos
Sweet
know
and
what they're
hot
getting
peppers.
into. They don't hold it.
Well, yeah, and sweet
But,
and
like-
hot peppers. But okay, you're talking like red, green, orange,
So
yellow.
I've
bell
just
pepper.
named my own personal Mount Rushmore. I don't really care if those things are in. They just don't really do it for me. Mushrooms, I have a problem with the texture. I try one every year and I almost throw up. So I can't do that.
Not a fan of mushrooms. Mine would be tomatoes, olives probably on mine as well, to be honest with you. With like salads and stuff. As soon as I see olives, I get bothered by it.
Remember our
Tomato,
high school or middle school olive sheet pizza? We must have already talked about that, didn't we? Or mushrooms, or what was on it? I forgot.
That was
Your
what,
dad?
my dad? Oh,
Yeah,
it was
we were
mushroom.
having like a we were having like a video game slumber party weekend or something, or I don't even remember what it was. Or were we playing poker? And your
It
dad
might have
was
been
like,
poker downstairs.
"What kind of pizzas do you guys want?" And it was like, "Whatever, pepperoni." I was just joking, right? And I was like, "Oh, mushrooms," and he brought home mushroom pizzas.
Dude, because he was so excited that someone else
Everybody
wanted
was so
mushrooms. Because
mad
no
at
one in
me.
my family wants mushrooms except him.
Yeah.
There's another. I'll give you one other comparison that just paints my dad in this amazing light, and we don't. The thing is that when things happen with weird stuff with my dad, like my brothers and I like latch onto it and we talk about it. We bring it up constantly for X amount of years. So this was summer of 2009. We were camping in the Adirondacks. We rented a cabin, and my dad wanted to go out to the store and get breakfast food. So he's like, I'll get some cinnamon rolls, because we grew up always eating cinnamon rolls. Were like a Sunday morning treat. Mom would make cinnamon rolls. So he goes out and gets Pillsbury cinnamon rolls or Grands or whatever. And we go to cook them, and we open up the fridge, and it's like orange flavored cinnamon rolls, and we're like, wait, you only got orange flavored cinnamon rolls. He goes, everyone likes those. And we're like, we've eaten cinnamon rolls as a family for decades, and
Did he know they were orange?
never. Yes, he was like, I thought everyone would want these, and we're like, we eat cinnamon rolls as a family, and we've never. I'm telling you, we've never had orange cinnamon rolls. And the worst part is he had to have looked at regular and orange, and he just will never default to going like, I should get a cheese pizza because there's so many people and that's just the safest way to do it. Nope. He'll be like, I'm pretty sure they like this, and he'll go for the gold. And so we mention orange cinnamon rolls to this date, 16 years later, and we mention it incessantly because it's just how his brain works.
I didn't
But
even
yeah,
know
that's
that
why
was a thing. Like-
you can never let him order pizza. We stopped letting him order pizza years ago because he even if he takes a poll and tries doing it the right way, something will get convoluted and will pick up, and there will be like an anchovy mushroom olive pizza, and it'll be like, well, I think I don't know, did I order? Yeah, no, I think you guys said you wanted that, and
I
it's
think
like
Dave likes Caesar dressing, so this is
Right.
anchovies are part of that.
it's phenomenal. It's amazing.
I'm joking.
If only.
But yeah, dude, you're right though. Like, I can't believe how many people now. Like, it seems like the last few years I've noticed it more that do not like tomatoes. I feel like because for a lot of people, like that was my gateway into any kind of vegetable. Really, it was tomato because it was like basically a fruit. I mean, but I get the idea that maybe the texture isn't right for people. Like, I like tomatoes on pizza, like cherry tomatoes, or I'm fine with that texture. But I get why. But also, I've learned there's people that love tomatoes so much. I mean, I like them fine. I like them on anything that you can get them on. I like a BLT, that's for sure. But there's people that eat up here just tomato sandwiches. You ever hear that? Like just tomato and like maybe cheese. It's just straight up like I was like, that's very bizarre.
Someone I knew in North Carolina, she would for a snack would slice up tomato and like a thing of mozzarella and just put like balsamic on them and be like, oh yeah, it's a snack. And I'm like,
caprese salad.
What?
That's good. Yeah.
Basically,
Caprese salad.
it's basically a caprese salad without the greens.
Yeah.
But like she would just slice tomato slices, the circle slices, and then slice mozzarella, and then drizzle balsamic on it, maybe like sprinkle a little bit of salt, and be like, there it is. But yes, I have heard of tomato sandwiches. I don't know that I've actually seen them eaten, and it makes me cringe because if the bread isn't toasted, BLTs are bad enough, but at least the bread's toasted. All I picture is like white bread sopping up the tomato stuff, and I'm like, that is terrible.
Dude, I might get a BLT for lunch today.
Do it.
Getting horned up for it. Yeah. Let us know in the comments. There's probably some really major ones. And I'm not talking about like dietary restrictions. Like obviously if somebody's like no cheese.
Right. I love when people do that poll and it's like, well, I have a very specific reason as to why. I'm like, well, then don't answer. The poll's not for you.
But just taste-wise, I'm curious. There's probably some major ones that we're forgetting, but I can't think of them. But let us know, you guys. Hey, you guys, let us know. So, yeah, in theory, when you hear this, I will be a day away, Thursday to Saturday. I'm gonna plan to go to this little trip, just my out of Auburn escape. Here, let's do a quick. You tell me which tiny home. So I guess these folks must own a big plot of land, and they've just built tiny homes across different parts of it, and they rent them out to people. Here are my options. This is what I'm looking at. Here's one. Okay. Look, very rustic, very log cabin-y. You know, it's tiny home. It's all in one room. They got a little retro vibe to it. Outdoors. They got fireplaces. You got your own space. Beautiful sunset. Look at that. Board games for one. This was interesting. So both of these are going to have like a composting toilet and an outdoor shower. Of course, you're very close to the lake. Horses. The other one. Similar. Does not have the retro vibe. The only thing that this one would have going for it is it does have an outdoor hammock and a smoker.
Hammock's pretty good.
It is.
If you're flying solo, a hammock is
Or,
pretty good
the
because
deal maker.
Because when else are you by yourself and have a hammock? Like the hammock is for solitude. Hammock is designed to be a person by themselves hanging out outside. Not a common thing that you get in your day-to-day. So, right, the hammock is a very particular thing. So that might be a deal maker.
And it's like, I mean, I'm not going to spend too much time in that because the idea is to go kayaking and fishing on that one lake. And
but
there's
at the end of the day, dude.
I know.
At the end of the day.
The end of the day. Yeah, bring my Switch too. Make sure I don't totally detach from my world. Just switch.
This isn't any sort of like detox, folks. I can do this.
Yeah. All right, that's what I was like. Is the hammock the thing? And so it might be. Well, I do like the interior of the other one better, just the aesthetic. But if I'm not going to be in there the whole time, what does it matter?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Good shit. All right, War of the Worlds next week, starring Ice Cube, aka Jeffrey Wright. Look him up. You'll know. You'll get it. All right, everybody. Bye.
Go.
The data is the food.
Characters would be more than me.